Hello air signs, welcome into my channel. I'm Trace and you're watching my weekend what you don't see coming message. So let's see what's coming in for you. Let's start with Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's take a little message here for you. I've got my oracle cards waiting for guidance, and you have honesty is the best policy. Oh, Aquarius, that's interesting. Now you are nothing but honest, so stick to your guns. Stick to what you know is right. You are quite a different sign. You like to think differently. You are a lot more daring than most signs. You see the world in a new way. You like to be the revolutionary. You like to make sure that people are being fair. And I love the fact that honesty has come up for you, because that's just giving you this tick to say, you know, you in your open mind and your big heart, you know, you always believe in a better tomorrow, even if it means standing up against people that are not right, even if it means standing on your podium against anything politics. You might not be the popular choice, and what your views might not be the most popular, but at the I haven't got my lights on here. Let's put them on for you. Let's put them on. At the end of the day, you are still proposing good, and you remind us all that progress begins with one brave idea, and humanity is your aim at the end of the day. You just want a stronger, better world, and when change is possible, you care enough to try to change that. So thank you for being that voice for all of us to move towards. Thank you for being the unheard things that people put in their back pockets and don't really say. Thank you for being the light moving forward, and because you're inspiring us and accepting more, and you are courageous in that. You know, you live with love. So thank you for showing us that, and thank you for showing us that the future isn't always about something that you can wait for. You're the ones that go out there and you make it possible. So I love that. I love that you got this honesty is best policy. Now I'm doing some tarot cards for you just to bring them back to your little world, back to your weekend. What are you presently feeling? What's up with you right now, Aquarius? How is the world weighing on you? And then what is in the air? What is in a bit limbo at the moment? What is feeling like that you need to focus on? And then what is coming up? And you know, I always like the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, at the bottom of the deck, because what is your challenges or obstacles, if any? So let's do those cards for you, and let's see what's coming up. Let's see what's coming up for you, Aquarius. Oh, you've got the moon card at the bottom. That is so interesting. Oh, I love that, because that's all about honesty. That's all about being brave in the dark. So your first card, how are you feeling right now? Oh, you've got this Five of Pentacles card, and the Five of Pentacles is usually a card to say that you know, you are feeling a little bit out in the cold. You know, the fact that you are a revolutionary and you like to bring different things to the fore, you are courageous enough to do it. You might be standing alone in this. You might be strong and brave enough to do it, but you might be standing on your own because people are a little bit afraid of the future, or they're afraid of what's happening. But if you're bringing it back down to your weekend, which is what you don't see coming, this is to say to you, please don't feel like that. Please know that there are people around you that will definitely help. The more you speak your truth, the best policy is to put that truth out there. You will have people that will say, oh, Aquarius, I follow you. I'm actually more curious than you realize. So don't feel alone this weekend. Don't feel like you are alone in this world and it is so heavy for you. What is in the air at the moment? You've got the Page of Swords. Now, the pages are usually a younger energy. It's an energy of learning. It's an energy of going out there and either having an adventure or starting a new business. But this Page of Swords she's about, well, not she, the energy of this card is about your thinking, new ideas, new ways of doing something. But you can also have a little bit too much of an FBI attitude. So it's suspicious. It's a suspicious attitude. So I'm picking up what's in the air at the moment. There might be some things around you that are making you feel a little bit left out, because you're not quite sure of if people are honest around you, if you're feeling like your family or maybe your partner or maybe somebody at your job is not being 100% honest with you. And what's in the air is that you are putting this out there as I am needing to find more information about it. And Spirit is giving you the page to say, go for it. This is a card to say you need to go and look for the truth in that, because you'll learn more. You'll be able to be a better ambassador to yourself. You won't feel like you're left out when you don't know the information. And Aquarius, that for you, being an air sign, that is like taboo. You have to have information. You don't like to be in the dark. And then what's coming forward for you, look Look what you've got, Aquarius. You've got the Sun card. And the Sun card, I can't actually tell you how beautiful the Sun card is. You've got two major arcanas here, and they actually follow each other. If you've got the 18, which is the moon, and the 19. So in the journey of tarot, this is to say to you, you're having doubts, but the moon is saying to you at the bottom of your deck, which is your challenging energy, please don't doubt anything that you are going through. Don't doubt it, because what is not known in the dark to others, you know yourself. You've got this, Aquarius, you are quite an intuitive air sign. You know what you're doing. You know how to be intuitive. You know how to follow that honesty. What's the word I want to use? Connecting the dots is the word I want to use. If you had to go for an FBI job, you would be the best person for it. You'd be the best private investigator. So even though the bottom of the deck, the challenge is to say to you that you're worried about something, and this is definitely something about deception in your life. And that might be why you're feeling so forlorn, why you're feeling so left out. You might be feeling that somebody around you is not being 100% honest. But look what your outcome is. The more information you look for, the more honest you are. This weekend, your next week is full of joy, success, and look how that changes the whole energy of your reading. So Aquarius, just one little tip this weekend: follow your guts, see what it is that feels like it's in the dark, and I would say that is going to give you freedom. That's going to give you such amazing release, because you won't feel so left out, and you won't feel like somebody is pulling the wool over your eyes. So Aquarius, let's see what your self-care card is. Whoops, did you see that flying over? Look at this. Grass is always greener. Take your shoes off and walk in the grass. Close your eyes and really scrunch your toes into it. Quite literally, get grounded. So what this is saying to you is that you're a little bit too much in your head. It's a little bit too much mental at the moment. And Spirit wants you to take a weekend where you're actually grounding with yourself, where you're finding out what it is that you can tolerate. And in that, physically going outside, putting your feet in the grass, you getting out of your head a little bit, and you're concentrating what's around you, and you're not actually associating everything in your life with deception, or everything in your life with somebody's trying to screw me over, or even though you've got a belief for a better tomorrow, there might be somebody in your atmosphere, in your work environment, your partner, or even a family. It could be family, it could be friends. But now, Spirit is saying to you this weekend, just take the time to be honest with yourself. Who's the most important person in your life? You are. Your spiritual life, your connection with your higher self. Nobody outside of you can interrupt that. So don't let outside influences take you away from the honesty that's who you are. And when you find out what it is about that person, or what it is that is irking you about something that just isn't right in your life, be honest, speak from your heart. If you lose the people around you, they weren't meant to be in your life in the first place. So let's do your last card now, which is just a little encouragement card. I'm going to shuffle here for you, Aquarius, while you challenge yourself this weekend just to cherish yourself. Do you see that card flipping over there? Cherish self. So let's see what's coming up for you, Aquarius. And you have dwelling in truth. Oh my gosh, this truth is flying around you. Stand in the light of truth. So definitely something around you needs to be revealed. Something around you is ready to be revealed. Something that is going to cheer you up and lift you up when you find out the truth and take you out of this, this 5 energy here is very difficult for you to navigate every day, to feel like you're out in the cold. That's not what you want to do. And I think with this card, this 5 of Pentacles, it's also saying to you, you could be feeling abandoned by maybe your faith right now. You could be going online and having a look at somebody doing things that you don't approve of, or just remember that they are living their lives. But if anybody is hurting you, you have if you're feeling lonely and you're feeling like this person is hurting you, you have the ability to move away from those friends, move away from the situation. And don't feel like you've fallen behind in the race, because you haven't. You are rebuilding from scratch right now. You are rebuilding from truth, and that's what Spirit wants you to know this weekend. So Aquarius, take that on board. You've got some good news coming up from the week ahead of you, and you are going to be totally relieved with being honest. So take care. I'll chat to you soon. Hello, Gemini. Welcome in. Let's see what's coming in for you. I want to take the very first one here. It's sticking up here, and it says, Your mind is an altar to source energy. Now, Gemini, you being an air sign, your mind is always ticking over. There's always something going on in there, some little project going on. And you are one for seeing every side of the story. And you also give that extra loving bit to all of them, even though you might have doubts, but you are curious, and you've got this amazing quick wit. And in that quick wit, you can turn ideas into inspiration. And this is what it's saying here. Your mind is an altar to source energy. Now, source energy will be something higher than yourself, something you can connect into that is spiritual. You are that twin energy, which is two souls in one body, making it look so easy. So you remind all of us that words have power, that laughter heals. And change isn't something to fear. This is where you grow. So your mind is always ticking over. So thank you for keeping things interesting, for connecting to us all, and for being that spark that lights up to every conversation, Gemini. So that mind of yours gives us something to think about. So with your mind being a source of being an altar to source energy, make sure that it's a good place to live in, Gemini, that you are connected with yourself, that you are completely in touch with how you feel and who you're connecting with on your spiritual journey, as well as your physical journey. So you've got that twin soul energy going on. You've always got one foot up in the realms of okay, the consequence of this is that, what am I doing down here is a consequence of my soul journey in the future. So I like that for you, Gemini. Let's see what's coming up here. Okay, the first card I'm going to do is, what are you feeling right now? What is your energy right now, Gemini? Let's see what's coming in for you right now. Well, how you're presenting yourself right now. And then your next card will be, what's in the air? What's in limbo right now? And then I'm going to do what's coming up for you, your third card. And then obviously bottom of the deck, which I love. If you've been here before, the bottom of the deck is going to be, what is your challenging obstacle right now? So Gemini, how are you feeling right now? Oh, what's in the air? Okay. And what is your outcome? Oh, I don't like that. So I'm going to draw another one. Let's just see what that is. Actually, let's make this as the bottom of the deck. There's your bottom of the deck energy. Spirit, what do you mean by this outcome here? What is coming up for oh, I know what it is. Okay, but I just want to draw another card just to give it a bit of limbo. Ha, 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 ha. Love it. All right. I'm just going to knock on the door. Aquarius, I'm just going to put you on pause for 1 sec. 1 sec. Sorry, I called you Aquarius. Gemini. Okay. My family are arriving back from the beach. Even though it is winter where I live, it's still beautiful weather. So, Gemini. All right, how you presenting yourself right now? You've come in as the Queen of Swords. Now, we were just talking about that sharp mind. We're just talking about how you have that endless curiosity, and you're feeling in that space right now. And then the Queen predicts that kind of energy where you are just in such a positive, wise headspace. She also has those sides of her that have doubts, but in this Queen energy, you've got don't take things personally around you. You're in a space of not making excuses. You've come into this reading with vigor. You are not blind to anything right now. You're very aware of anything, and that's what's saying to you. Your mind is the altar to source energy. So I like that for you, because this Queen is just, look at her. She's got her thoughts in gear. She's ready for work. She's not letting emotions affect her. So that is you right now. But what is in the air? You've got the King of Cups. So this could be a relationship. This could be you being that wise person, but your partner is quite emotional. He or she is out there trying to figure out how to connect with others. He is, this in the card here, he is having such a nice connection with this dog. He's enjoying his life, and perhaps that's frustrating you a little bit, because you've got to work, you've got to get to your place in life, you've got to get things going, and your partner or your people around you are all just having fun around you, and that's a little bit in the air for you right now. So if it is pertaining to you, this King of Cups is now disconnecting from your mind and getting back into your heart. So that could be what this means as well. So it's either you in a relationship, you with a partner, or it's yourself. It's the other part of you, and that is the Gemini part of you I was telling you about, that twin that keeps pulling you, pushing, pulling you, and you might be coming way too much in your mind into the reading. But Spirit is saying to you, you need to disconnect a little bit and be more emotional about something around you. Because I say that because your outcome card is this 10 of Swords. And the Ten of Swords, typically in a reading, is not a nice card to get. It's a card to say to you that you're at rock bottom. And that is perhaps what Spirit is saying. You know, there's no fortune telling in tarot. Tarot is an advice system. Tarot always gives you a situation in your life that you can improve and get to a space where you are a different person, because you totally aware of a situation and take the advice or don't. And the reason why I say that is because the High Priestess is here. So I pulled this as a clarifying card for you, Gemini. And High Priestess is a card to say, when you focus on the quiet, when you focus on what you know is right for you, and in this Ten of Swords, you know, you've got scenarios like finding out that your partner is doing something perhaps that you don't like. Perhaps he's emotionally or she's emotionally involved with somebody else, or you're finding out bad news that is not quite what you wanted to hear. This is people talking behind your back. This is being rejected by a job. And you know, this is an imprisonment card because it's rock bottom. It's more of an ego card. So what this is saying to you is that when you're having more than one thing on the go in your life and your mind is crazy active and your emotions are all in the air, you're not actually bringing emotion into the situation. Spirit is saying use your intuition, and that's what this High Priestess card is here. And at the bottom of the deck you've got the Two of Pentacles, and that is your challenge right now. The Two of Pentacles is daily life. You can see she is not knowing which ice cream to eat. She's on this road that's quite windy and they're dripping. Look at her ice creams, they're completely melting, and she's worried because if she doesn't eat one, the other one will melt, and if she favors the one, the other one will melt. So this is this limbo that feels like you're in at the moment. You're not quite sure, even though you've got this energy about you, even though you're representing wise, strong, clear energy, you're up in the air is saying that you're using too much of your mind and not your emotions enough. And understand the Two of Pentacles is about real life. It's about that push-pull, and your whole energy here, your whole reading is about the push-pull, and that is that twin inside of you that's reminding you that you know who you are, and the loving part of you is always able to cope. And that's what Spirit's given you here with the High Priestess, which is your outcome. Whatever you're feeling, just know that the sun always rises, and that's what this card is. Tens are an end of a journey. It's an end of something happening. So if there's something in your life that's feeling so desperately tiresome and just repeating over and over, just know, Gemini, that this weekend you have been given this message to say, listen to your heart more. Even though your mind is an altar to source energy, you need to bring your heart into it a bit more. So what can you do this weekend? What can you do this weekend? I've got the self-healing cards here, just to see what you can do for yourself. And you have stay lit. Avoid burnout by remembering that you are the flame to the candle, the spark and the light. Self-care is what you need to do to keep the fire burning bright. So you've got avoiding burnout here. You've got burnout here. So Spirit is saying to you that perhaps when you are in this state of mind, remember that the path is going to be windy. There is going to be days where you have those situations where you don't know which way to turn. You don't know what to concentrate on. But always use your intuition. I mean, the High Priestess is like your king card here. Your High Priestess is just the focal point of your whole reading, because you know she is the eye between the veil, between the world that you don't know and the world that you are living. Use your intuition. Stick with your gut. Don't always go with your head. Check in with your heart too. So this weekend, let's see what else is coming up for you, Gemini. Quite a heavy message there. Oh, you've got breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And I think this is the deeper message of your whole reading, is that when you do level out your mind and your heart, there's so much more that can come from you. There is so much more that you can understand about yourself. And this King of Cups here, his energy is always about checking with yourself. That, oh, here's a lovely thing about this King of Cups that I love to say. When you're questioning yourself without abandoning yourself, that's how you know yourself. So you know yourself enough to know your value. You know what hurts. You know what restores you. This is this High Priestess card. And what you believe and what you need to do without negotiating. So if there's anything around you right now that feels that you are sinking, You are unsinkable despite the outside noise. And this card is saying to you, when you break those barriers, that is the identity that you need to stick to. Sure. Gemini, what a deep message for you this weekend. I just hope that I'm actually going to draw another self-care card. What can Gemini do this weekend? Give me a physical activity, please. And you've got be the compass. Find your true north. Where it is that you want to go in life? What steps do you need to take in order to get there? Keep this in the front of your mind always as you walk the unique path. I was hoping that'd give me an actual activity for the weekend. Let's see what's in the bottom of the deck. And you've got play. Find the little moments of fun in every day. Keep a bat and ball handy. Throw a frisbee. By taking moments to play, you're fueling yourself into endorphins. So that's what I wanted to see for you. I wanted you to have something that you can do physically that can take you out of your mind. And you must have a little bit more fun, because that is what life is about. The road is always going to be difficult. There's always going to be choices. But choose the right ice cream this weekend and have some fun. Okay, Gemini, I hope that helps you, and I hope you take care this weekend. Okay, Libra, let's choose your cards for the weekend. What's happening for you, Libra? Let's see what's coming up for you. You've got, I am surrounded by angels. Oh, I absolutely love this card. Look how awesome that is. I'm actually going to put some rose quartz here for you. I am surrounded by angels. I can't actually say any more about that card. I think you need to just be reminded that if you're going through any hard times, you know, because you bring beauty to most of the places. You are the angel of the zodiac. You know, your kindness, your grace. You're always naturally helping others, you know, finding themselves. You know, you're always beyond the black and white. You know, you value fairness, the balancing, that you like to remain understanding to people. And, you know, I also feel that you are into mythical creatures. You know that these angels are around. You know that you have a spirit around you. You know that you have support. So this is a reminder. That you are the harmony, and you know that in the relations that you have around you, that you are the strength and you are the gentle person that brings us strength and brings us hope, because you are the balance. You're the one that feels logical to be around. So I'm going to draw some tarot cards for you now. I want to see how you're presenting right now, Libra. How are you presenting right now? Let's see what comes up for you. And you've got the little Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So what is in the air right now? What feels like it's in limbo for you? Oh, you've got the Five of Cups. I understand that. And then what is coming up for you? What is coming up for you after this weekend when you take some time to check in with yourself? What is coming up? Oh, you know how many people have got this card? I love it. And then what is challenging you right now? You've got the Knight of Pentacles. So that is interesting. All right. So how are you coming into this reading? You're coming in as a little page who's always got something on the go. And, you know, thank you for showing us that you can balance out you know, things in life. The Page of Pentacles is a very knowledgeable little page. It's a learning, so the pages are usually young energy, so they're always trying to learn. They're always trying to be an entrepreneur. So this is the calm voice. This is in the difficult moments, in the storms, you're the one that's looking at things and trying to find information and help others feel better. So here you are making lemonade for somebody that's perhaps you've got an extra bottle of lemonade, but you know what, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it to earn the money, yes, but you're doing it to help others and benefit others. So that is your nature. So I like the way that you've come in this. For me, you're very grounded. You've come into this reading as got something on the go. You've got maybe all your little boxes ticked right now. Perhaps you had a list of things to do and you're getting to it. But what's in the air right now? You've got an emotional card, and this is why the angels are surrounding you, because, whoopsie, this card is a card to say to you, there's still something that's in your heart, something that perhaps is weighing you down, and that's in the air. So that could be for you to understand that whatever has gone into your life, you might be feeling secure, you might be happy, and you might be showing the world that you are balanced, but underneath that, there is a little bit of a storm going on in your soul. And, you know, thank you for showing us the balance that who you are, but inside of you, you've got this, there's maybe a little bit of a broken heart. Perhaps you are disappointed in someone, but even though that is happening for you, you're still showing the world that you're getting on with it and you're doing what you need to do. So what Spirit is saying to you is, try not, when you're in your own alone times, when you're in your own mind alone, and when you have that quiet time and nobody knows what's going on in your head, try not let those memories come back to haunt you and to pull you back down to a space where you can see this guy here. He's gone into a bar and he's drinking because he just wants to drown his sorrows. But what she is showing him, even though your glasses are spilt over, even though you have this memory of spilled milk, or you've got this memory of heartache in your life, there are always two full glasses waiting for you, and that is that's what you believe. So I think even though it's up in the air, I think it's there in you, and the angels are saying to you, Libra, the angels are saying to you, well, we're around you, we're with you. And your sun card, I can't explain that even more than that you can see in the picture. This sun card is saying to you, well, you know, you're just carrying on, and your challenge at the bottom of the deck, your challenge is saying to you, well, take it slow. And I think that's what perhaps is an obstacle for you. You're not quite sure how to take life slow and enjoy it. He's not on his bike. He's not racing through everything. Just let life happen. And usually with your mind, I think this is more, even though it's a Pentacles card, I think it's your challenges transferring your mind into every day. Now let's see what your self-care card is. Tune in. Put away your phone when catching up with your friends or family. Try keep your phone in your bag, not on the table at a cafe. Give the conversation that's happening right now your full attention. And that couldn't be clearer for you, is that when you do that, when you slow down, when you're not defaulting to this mind worry and this heartache, that's when you find your balance again. And I want to thank you for showing us that you can make that choice and you can get back to fairness and love in life. Right, Libra, let's draw your last card. And I think this weekend what Spirit is saying to you is just really just slow completely down. Even though you've got this little Page of Pentacles energy coming in, believe in the magic. The true magic is abounding in my life. So that is your little last affirmation. While my doggy drinks her water in the background, you can hear that. Just have a bit of fun this weekend and tune into your family. Understand that you are supported. You've got so many angels around you. Whatever it is that you've been through, they commiserate with you. Don't hold it inside. Be out there in the world and know that joy and abundance is yours. And I know you feel that because you believe in the magic, Libra. So take care and have an awesome weekend. I'll chat to you soon.